Hey everybody, this is Star with H&S Designs Now. As you can see, I have my table pretty well set up to paint some more dragon's eyes. I've been just watching some random YouTube videos and watched a few again from Yvonne Williams, and just kind of got inspired again to make some more dragon's eyes. I kind of needed to replenish my stock up a little bit anyway. So you can see here is a few that I have done, just kind of random colors, just like trying to do some different ones that I hadn't done before. You can see I have some blank ones over here that are ready to paint. A 50 millimeter. This is another 50 millimeter. I did this one earlier today. Ah, love it, love it. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. So I've got, of course, black on the edge, and then I've got a silver, and then you know, a few different shades of blue and going in there. Oops. And so yeah. Ooh, but earlier today I just had like YouTube just playing, and I actually watched her video for the Eye of Sauron dragon's eye, and decided I wanted to try to give it a go. So that's why I've got this blank 50 millimeter sitting out. I want to try to see if I can make my own. I've got colors here already. You know, I've got some oranges and some reds, and don't know if you can really see them very well because I have horrible lighting. I don't know why, but that helps a little bit, I think. But, you know, just wanted to kind of show you guys some of the colors and mixes that I've done. I really like the blending of this color, this green one. It's just, it blends so beautifully. I love that one. This one's a really good one too. I really like it. Couple of other greens. Was just trying to get a different mix of colors with them, and they turned out wonderful. This one is all silver, and if you can see, there is black on the back. I tried to get the edging a little darker, and it didn't quite work out, but it's still really pretty. You can kind of see the differences of the silvers, and it actually was lined with a chrome. But anyway, and this one was all red, and it was meant to be red and pink, but the black on the edging, again, that one actually did help this one a little bit. So it didn't quite turn out like I wanted, but it's still a nice eye. This one's a purple. Pretty nice. This one's another purple, a little bit different. Fairly nice as well. Could have used a little bit more etching, but that's okay. Another blue, pretty nice looking blue eye right there. Red and gold, pretty nice. And then a couple of different other blues with some holographic shades in them. Pretty nice, pretty nice. So I'm going to try to do something a little different in this one. Again, I want to try to make an Eye of Sauron, and then I've got, well, no, 50 millimeter. I've got 4 30 millimeter cabochons, and I've got 4 25 millimeter cabochons. And I might make a small Eye of Sauron with one of each of the smaller cabs. I don't know quite yet. I do have my colors laid out, so if I make other colors, you know, I'll just kind of have to pull from my thing, whatever it's called. So let me kind of get a few things cleared off, and then we'll get started. Alright, so we're back. Got everything pretty well set up. We have our cabochons. You may need an awl if you're going to be working along with me. You may want to have an awl or something to be able to do some scratching with. You do want black polish, of course. I will primarily be using this because it has that long, thin brush in it. Though I will probably use this one for the pupil in the larger eye. And as you can see, I have my colors right here, but you can't see them all. There you go. So we're going to start off with, you know, dark red, and then working our way, whoop, to, you know, some oranges, and then finally like a yellow for the center. Then we're going to do some really deep scratching. Then we're going to do some more dark reds, but not quite as dark. A couple more oranges, another orangey yellow, and then another yellow to finish. And of course that is for the Eye of Sauron. I loved the colors that Yvonne used in hers. I don't have those colors, so you use what you got. You know what I mean? I do have this really sparkly. It is Rose Gold Digger. I really love this color. I want to try to work it in, but I don't know if I'll get to. We'll see. So I'm just going to move these off to the side, and I'm going to go ahead. You always want to make sure that you shake up your nail polish really good, especially if you haven't used them in a while. So I'm going to try to kind of do like she did. I watched the video earlier, I had it on play, and it just played random videos, and it just happened to be what it played, and I'm like, I want to try to do that. I want to see if I can do that. So let's see if we can do it. I don't know. Okay, so you know, first off, gonna make the line. All right. And I can already tell that this thing is out of center, but you know what? I'm not going to worry about it. It's not that big of a deal. I'm going to pull this down a little further. There we go. And which in her Eye of Sauron video, she was really going into detail about how to do different types of eyes. I remember she was speaking about if you wanted to make an eye like Toothless from How to Train a Dragon. I have not watched that movie. You can kill me if you want to, but I have not watched it. Do not care to watch it. And that's sad because I have children. But I have girls, so, you know. Yeah, I'm not really going to be going too much into detail. It's more of, you can watch me work. You know, you're more welcome to critique anything that I do. I definitely do welcome it. It is definitely off-center big time. I'm seeing that now. This is horrible. Oh my gosh. Let's see how horrible. That's not really all that bad. I mean, you know, I'm going to use some of this one because this, I don't know why exactly, but this polish is thicker, and it might be because I've had it for a little bit. I don't know, but I've had that one for a little bit as well, so I'm not sure if anybody knows why this specific polish is thicker. Hey, I'm all for hearing it. Just kind of help that line a little bit. Yes. Kind of help that out. I don't want to do too much, but at the same time, I want it to be somewhat symmetrical at least. You know what I mean. I'm never really great at the pupil. I mean, I can be decent, but when it comes to the scratching, could be better. Could be better, and it could be worse too. So, yeah. I'm do a little bit more, try to get that looking a little bit better. Oh, it doesn't want to pull very much, does it? That's strange. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Trying to get a bit of a feathering like she does. Similar. I'm trying to use her techniques, basically. So, could be better. Could be much better. And I might just start this over. I don't know. So always have, you know, some kind of nail polish remover on hand. So if you mess up, you don't like what it's turning out, you can start again. That's the great thing about using polish, is because you have that option. You know, that was a thick glob. I probably have too much. I probably have way too much, but that's okay. Because I can, yeah. Actually, that's not doing half bad. Getting a little bit of a line, okay. Alright, so now I'm going to use this one again, and I'm going to do some feathering. I don't know why, for some reason when I do the feathering on the outside, I like to do it from here instead of like she does it like this. And I've done it like that before. I don't know, I don't care for it too much. It's just me. I don't know, I'm strange. I'm strange. And to each their own too, you know. Everybody has their own preference for doing things, you know. I've definitely tried doing things a different way. But it's my laziness. Honestly, I try to find the best and the easiest way to do things, to be 100% honest with you. And so the best and easiest way I've always found. So I like it. I don't know. I'm weird. And here in a minute, when we get done with this part, I'm actually going to pull a different polish out that I did not pull out earlier. I want like a glittery black to fill in these lines on the edges, on the edge right here. Come in right here a little bit more. Okay. All right. So now that I've got that, I'm going to set that black aside, and I'm going to pull out this black. It's a glittery black, as you can see. It's Black Star. So this is number 434 for petites. Okay. Give it a good shake. Again. Okay. And you do not have to do this. I'm just wanting to, I don't know, add some glitter to the edge. I don't know. I'm weird. Because this really doesn't give a really deep color, a really deep black color. I'm just wanting a little bit of sparkle. Just a little bit, you know. Because a lot of these colors that I have are very, almost kind of a matte kind of color. Very plain. I don't really have a whole lot of metallic colors right now. While I have plenty of polishes, I just don't have a lot of metallic colors. And where I'm running on a very limited budget, and especially because the time of the year, it's in December, you know, I have better things to spend my money on. So, you know, and I haven't been doing a whole lot of sales here lately. So, you know, okay, I'm going to go ahead and put that one up. Now I'm going to do a little bit of scratching, but I'm not planning on doing a whole lot because it already kind of looks like it's been scratched with the lines I used from this one. So I'm just doing a little bit. And just like Yvonne, if you notice, it's kind of building up polish on the awl. And if you look really closely right along here, it's kind of redepositing it and making like a freckled look. So I do want that. I do purposefully want that. And you see, I'm not really doing a whole lot of scratching. It's barely even scratching at all. You won't hardly even be able to tell, but it is there. So I'm purposefully, at this point, I am purposefully not wiping off my awl. But later on, when I do some scratching, I will be. Alright, so now that I've got that done, I'm going to wipe that off. Okay. Now I'm going to come in. This is the darkest red that I have, and you can see it is quite a glittery color. I don't know if you can see it. It is Sinful Colors Professional. This is number 265, Rich in Heart. It took me a minute to figure out if this was a red or if it was a brown. I really could not tell for the life of me if this was more of a red color or if it was a brown color, but it is red. Very deep, dark red. And it has been a minute since it has been used, but it looks like it's doing okay. So, just going to come in. And she, I noticed, did use a very fine-tipped, bristled brush for, like, the beginning part of her eye. I'm not doing that. I'm only going to use the brushes that were included in the polishes. Okay. And I'm only wanting to get just a little bit past that black, not very far, because this is also depositing in those little gouges that I just made with my awl. So I don't want a whole lot to stick out. I only want a little bit because I'm wanting to layer this a lot, just like she did. Just taking her techniques and just applying them with my own and just kind of going with it. So I'm not trying to steal her work, guys, okay? But you gotta remember, imitation is the best form of flattery. So, you know, hey, I wish I could be like her one day and have a very successful business. I hope to. I hope to one day also have a very successful YouTube channel. So if you guys wouldn't mind helping me, hit the subscribe button. Okay, it's right down here. So now that we have that one out of the way, I'm going to go in and I'm going to scrape it again. And again, this time I'm not doing, gonna wipe off my awl. I'm gonna let it redeposit on there. And with this paint, with the polish still being really, you can see, it's still fresh. So it's still, I don't want that much on there. Ah, okay. So now I am going to wipe it off a little bit because I want to get some of this off. I don't want as much right there. And it's just going to be on there. Just, nah. Oh, well. He's going to have a dark eye, a dark spot. And that's okay because, hey, that will make this eye that much more unique from any other eye that you will see, or from any other eye that you or I could possibly even make. Okay, so think about that. You know, you want unique things. If that's what you're going for, that's what this is going to be. That's what this is going to be. It's going to be a very unique eye. Okay, I got my all wiped off really good. I'm going to go into my next color, which is an e.l.f. nail polish. This is Wedding Bell, if you can see that. I hope so. Make sure it's shook up really good. So I know that's quite a drastic jump, but that's as close of a jump as I have. That's all I've got. You know, you do what you got. You do what you can, you know. And again, this is going to deposit in the cracks, in the scratches that we just made. So I do not want to go out very far with my feathering. And I am suffering from a bit of sickness, so I will be coughing and hacking and sniffling and all that kind of good stuff while I'm doing this. And the fumes are not helping. Yeah, just like Yvonne, what was I thinking? The greatest thing to do while you're sick is to paint and have fumes. Yeah, not really. But hey, you know, you live life in the moment and you do what makes you happy. you know, and it had been a minute since I had made some eyes, and since I started making dragon eyes, I really wanted to make some, an Eye of Sauron-esque eye, and I had kind of attempted it, and it went horribly wrong. But when I saw hers earlier today, I thought, you know, I'm going to try it. I'm going to really try it this time. So while the video was actually going, that's when I got up and I picked out my polished colors. And I'm like, yep, this one, that one, yep, you know. So there's that. That one's very, oh, it's a deep red. Let's see what that looks like so far. Yeah. All right, now with this one, what I'm going to do is I'm going to wipe it off every little bit, okay? So I don't want to get too much buildup on my awl. I will let a little bit to redeposit, but I don't want too much, okay? And then it sticks to my finger. And if you happen to get thicker spots, like right here compared to here, this is thinner, don't worry about it. You know, this is your eye. If you want thick lines, leave it. If you don't, scratch it, you know, because the eye that you are working on is vastly different from the eye that I am working on, because you will have different colors than what I have. Just like I have different colors from what Yvonne had when she did hers, when she made her video a year or so ago, something like that. Something along them lines, you know. Get off there, you blob. There we go. It didn't want to go. It's a neuron stain. That blob is still really wet. Oh my gosh. That's going to take a hot minute to dry. Yeah. Alright. Okay. And I'm actually going to come in. I actually am. A little bit. And I'm probably messing this up royally, but that's okay. Because, you know, it's my eye. It's my eye, and I'll do what I want to. That's also going to help it dry out a little bit, too. Alright. So now that I've royally screwed that up, yeah, I've royally screwed that up. That's okay. That's okay. You know, because if nothing else, you know what we can do? We can get some nail polish remover, and we can just wipe it clean and start all over again if we wanted to. If you want to, you can do that, because it's your eye. Alright, let's see if that... Yeah, that did good enough. That's good enough with me. I'm happy. It's a messy... I get very messy when I'm painting dragon's eyes. I don't know. Okay, so we got that one done. Now we're going to do this one, which this is another elf. This is Smoking Hot. There we go. Just in case you want to see it. So it's a little bit of a brighter red, more of a fire engine type of a red color. I think it would look really good. Hoping. We'll see. And which normally, I would not normally personally do this many colors that I have set out on any eye, even on a 50 millimeter. I usually only do about 3 colors on a 25 millimeter, which is the smallest cabs that I work on. I'll do 4 on a 30 millimeter, I'll do 5 on a 40 millimeter or a 40 by 30. And then I will do 5 or 6 on a 50 millimeter. But because I'm doing so much scratching, just like Yvonne did, I'm going to see how this turns out. Because I'll do scratching on my eyes usually, but I usually won't do nowhere near as much as what we're going to be doing on this one, like she did on hers. Okay. So that's going to be the difference. We're taking off a lot of this polish. And it almost seems like a waste. But, you know, by flipping that over and looking at it, you can see it's just made such an effect. It's just, wow. You know, you cannot really do that with just painting. You know, it's just something just totally different, you know. So let's see how that's looking. That's pretty good. All right. As I get more polish on my fingers, and that's okay. All right. Go through and scratch it up again. I hope you guys cannot hear my neighbors outside making noise. I live in a duplex, so when I say neighbor, I literally mean my neighbor. So I heard them. I hope you guys cannot, and if you can, I apologize. You know, but it's things that it can't be helped, because currently it's like 9 o'clock at night, so you know, both my kids are in bed, hence why I'm actually doing a video. So if it wasn't for my kids being in bed, I would not be making a video right now. Let's see. And just scraping some more off. Ew, and that got gloopy. Or something like that. It got something. So usually if I get little pieces like hanging off, I will try to go through with my awl and finish getting them off. And like this, it went blech. Alright. Yeah, I see, that's a big old gloop. Augustus gloop. That's what it made me think of. Pretty neat. Pretty neat. That's an awful lot right there, but I don't know if I can do too much about that aside from scratching extra just to get it off. I don't know if it would work because I did not want quite that much. But of course, as we scratch more, the more is going to come off. Okay. So, you know, if you want to go through and do some really major scratching to get a lot of that off, you definitely can. Because again, if you happen to be working on one while I'm doing this, you're working on your own eye. You know, you just happen to be watching me make mine. That's all. Okay, so now I'm going to come in with this Wet n Wild Mega Last. If I can find right here. Luck a la Orange. Okay, and I love this color because it's such a, this is definitely a nice metallic color. I love it. And I want to have another one because this one's pretty close to being out. And I love the brush that it has, a really nice applicator brush that it has. Only thing about this one is it's slightly on the polish itself is slightly on the thin side. So in order to get a really nice color of it, I have to apply it pretty thick. So I'm not going to do, I'm probably, well, I don't know. And you see I have to dip it down. Dip it down. Really deep. I don't know what I'm going to do. I may scratch it pretty good and I may not. I don't know. I'm going to end up having to scratch it pretty good no matter what, but, you know, because if I want to add this many colors, and you see I'm not really feathering it like I wanted to, it's just because of how this brush is. It's just kind of weird, because you see I kind of do it a feathery way and it doesn't really apply it very well. And by the time you scratch it, it almost doesn't matter anyway. So you could make it all in the same line and it almost wouldn't matter. Almost. Now, if you have done that and you have noticed a difference, tell me, put it in the comments and let me know. It does make a difference, Star. Shut up. No. Alright, so let's see. Alright, I think I'm going to put just a little bit more. I think I'm going to get it a little bit deeper, because I love this orange, and this is a very vibrant orange, a very, you know, fiery type. I don't know. Along with the reds, it's just, it would look really awesome. So I want it to sit out a little bit further in the eye, where you can see it a little bit more. But I'm not trying to like take up too much real estate of that eye. Just enough where you'll be able to actually see the color. Especially once I actually scratch it up. Because I want that to dry just a little bit more than what it has been. Let's see what that does. That's much better. That is so much better. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Let that take a moment to dry. Okay, so the next color I have is this CoverGirl Outlast. I cannot pronounce, Glossinitis. I don't know. Orange Oasis, number 520. I got this at a yard sale, so I don't even know if they even are still making this or not. Woo! And there I go, trying to break it. That was really good. And I'm trying to do that before I'm ready. So I'm not going to scratch a whole lot. I am going to scratch, just not a whole lot, because I want that orange to stay really good looking. Okay. Wipe that one off. And I know I'm not talking and I need to be. And any of my regular YouTube subscribers, let me know. Do you like for me to talk and explain things in my videos? Or would you rather me put music over it and you just watch me work? Or, you know, type out, you know, an explanation of what I'm doing or whatever. What do you like? What do you prefer more? Let me know, and, you know, I can either just keep going like I have been, or I can shift a little bit and do more of what you like. So, yeah, let me know down in the comments below, and I will be glad to do my best to work with you. So, here's this one. I'm hoping this orange is really going to make that other orange pop, but we shall see. Try to really make sure I get it in those cracks. And now to get that out. So this one, if I don't get it out as far, I'm not going to worry as much, because I still have to put on a yellow. So I want to leave a little bit of room in the center for that yellow polish to be able to sit. So have any of you guys made your own Dragon's Eye of Sauron? If you have, I would love to see that. You can share that on my Facebook wall. My page that I post and sell everything on is facebook.com/HNS Designs Now. And it's also where I sell my things, like I just said. But I would still really love to see what you guys have made. Whether it was with the help of Yvonne, or with the help of me, or with the help of somebody else, you know. If, you know, you happen to watch this and be like, hey, you know, this is the one I made, and this is how I did it. Awesome. I would love to see that. Like, seriously. Like, any different colors, different techniques of how you do it. Anything like that, guys. I would love to see it. Love to hear it. So let me know. You know. Share it. Look at that. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's so pretty. That's really good. That's really good. As I get more nail polish on me. Alright. I'm going to try to wipe some of it off. So, back in with all. This time, I am going to wipe it off. Okay. So I don't know yet. I might still make some others. I don't know. I don't know. Because just doing one takes a pretty good little while. I don't know. We shall see. We'll see how it goes. The others on camera, or in this video, then I will do it in a separate video. We'll just kind of see how long the video goes, because right now I'm sitting over 30 minutes, and so, you know, I want a good length of video for you guys, but I don't want it to be like the Tree of Life, where it was like 3 hours long. I totally did not mean for that to happen, but I also wanted to give you guys a realistic experience into making a tree that large, like I did. And while mine was messy, if what you take from my videos is the mistakes to find the correctness, by all means, you know, do it. You know, if that's if that's all that you take is how not to do something, then you've taken something from me. I've helped you in some way, and that's what I like. And if that's what it is, then that's okay. You know, from Yvonne, you may take how to do something right. And from me, you may take how to do something wrong. You know, and that's a-okay. You know, if that's what it is, that's what it is. So I'm trying to get as much of this pearly yellow out. It does not want to come out. And this is just this is one of those kids' nail polishes that, you know, the little kids would get, little girls in their little packs. It doesn't even have a color name on it at all. It's just Hello Kitty. So that tells you how much I know about this one, you know. And it wasn't my daughter's at all. I don't even know. I just got it from somebody. Somebody gave it to me. I was like, okay, thank you. You know. And I'm just spreading it on. Eesh, and it's still really wet. So I'm probably going to end up, like, stopping the video for just a few minutes to let some of this dry before I do too much more to it. Because there's so much here. There's so much polish. Even though I've scraped a ton of it off, there's still a lot on there. And every time I put more polish on there, it wets the polish underneath, at least to a degree. So while you may think, well, my first layer is dry. Nope, it sure is not. It is sure not, especially once you have added more on top of it. So let's see how it's looking. Ooh, looky there, looky there, looky there, looky there, looky there. All right, so I'm going to let this dry for just a couple of minutes, not very long at all. I'm going to go wash my hands, and we'll be right back. All right, back at it. Oops. And so going to go in now that this has had just a little bit of time to dry. As you can see, it kind of, it dimpled a little bit right there where I touched it. Ooh, right there. So it's a little bit dry. We're going to go in and, yeah, see, it's not very dry at all. But it is drier than what it would have been had I scratched it right off the bat, you know. So, yeah. All right, I'm trying to get some of this. Trying to make sure it's not going to, you know, get goopy and nasty on here. In which it already is, but you know what I mean. Let's see. And I really wish I had something other than an awl to do scraping with, but this is all I've got, so yeah. I'm trying to keep the ends right here from getting too bad. Because while it does make some really neat looking effects right here, not really what I'm going for. Come off. Flop. Okay. So I think I'm going to actually have to scrape a good bit more than what I was planning. Don't know yet. Gonna have to kind of see, you know. Get some of this right here off. There we go. All right. Get some of this at the edge here. All right. All right. And yeah, I'm gonna do a little bit more finer scratching, and I'm getting a lot of polish on my fingers again. Wow. Get some of this off because it is gooping up on my awl a lot. Okay. Get some of this extra off on the bottom. While I don't suggest doing that, but we are going to be putting, I am going to be putting more on here, so it will hopefully kind of camouflage in. Whew. I'm getting some really sticky fingers here. And honestly, the way that this is turning out is exactly why I don't really like to do too many colors, because this will happen, and it's just not my style. It's just not something I like to do, you know, that, and you know, it gets all on me and everything, and just but that's a part of it, you know. It's a part of also experimentation and trying something that you hadn't tried before. Because I think a lot of what I'm doing is just spreading the black around. And that's not what I was intending. Alright. See, I've tried to figure out how she does it a lot closer, a lot, you know, and I just can't quite, how she keeps her polish from doing that, from globbing up and getting, ugh, you know what I mean? Because this is just a big old glob of a mess, and I don't know, I might not like it. I may just say to heck with it and wipe it all off and start again. I don't know. I do want to give it a shot though, because it is getting really nasty on the side right here. Alright. So let's see what we're working with. And see, yeah, there's a lot more black in there than I anticipated. But I'm going to let this sit here and dry for another minute or two and see what we can come up with. I might not do some darker reds on the, you know, like I was thinking. I don't know yet. I might keep it pretty minimalistic and only use like 2 or 3 of the lighter colors. Definitely want to thin that one out. Trying to get some of this off. There we go. And I definitely need to clean my awl up. So I'm going to just go ahead and, oops, get out a little bit of this right here. This acetone of mine. Let that get in there. And then wipe it off pretty well. And that cleaned it up really nice. That's pretty good. Alright. Okay. And even though I dipped that in there, you can tell there's not really any paint, any polish in there. Otherwise, I would not normally pour it back in and contaminate. I don't like to do that. So I'm going to go through again, just trying to clean up my edges a little bit. Where it does kind of goop up on the edge. And it kind of can't be helped because, you know, you got to have something to hold on to it, you know. I do want to scratch a little more. While I don't want all of this polish off, I do want a pretty good amount of it off, okay? Because if I'm going to redeposit any more polish, then I have to have a certain amount off, if that makes sense. So we're going to try it. We're going to try it. And if nothing else, hey, it's just going to turn out completely different from what I expected. And that's okay. Get off. Come on. Come on, you. There we go. All right. And I really have to say, I wish I had bought a different awl when I got this one. I really wish I had gotten one that had a bit of a longer handle to it, because this is, I have to hold it down here, or I have to hold it like this. So, yeah. Hindsight, you know what I mean? Eh. Alright. Alright. Now, hopefully I did not entirely ruin it. No, I did not. I don't know how I do that. But I did not entirely ruin it. That actually looks really good. I could stand to do a little bit more scraping towards the center, because I didn't want to get too close to the eye either, or the pupil, and mess that up too much. So that's why I kind of didn't scrape too much as close to the eye or to the pupil. Good gravy. The pupil. That's what I keep trying to say. I didn't want to scrape too close to the pupil like I just did. But that's okay. That's okay. Oh, jeez. I may have to dip my finger in the acetone to get all that polish off. Good Lord. There we go. All right. That should look... That looks pretty good. Yeah. All right. And I think that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take my acetone, get a clear spot, just a little bit, just to get some of this off of my fingers so that it doesn't keep sticking. All right. Get that closed back up so I don't make a mess with that. All right, so now kind of clear all that off right there. All right, so now, yeah, I think I'm gonna do, see this one, which is a spoiled, hit the brakes. I'm gonna do that on the outside. So I kind of skipped doing this one, which is an Yvonne, what is it, Rave. I was going to do that one. I'm going to skip it because I've got so many darker colors in here. I don't really want to do too many super dark colors. I've already got enough. And it might look good with that dark color. I might experiment with that later. I don't know yet. But I want to lighten this up a good bit. And I may have to stop my camera here in a minute because I have a really crappy Samsung S6 and I have no way to add an SD card to the phone, so there's only so much memory on it, so yeah. It'll only record for so long and then it just stops and I'm like, are you kidding me? Come on, I was halfway through, you know. So so if I was you, don't get the Galaxy S6. It's a good phone otherwise. It, you know, it obviously takes some pretty good video and takes pretty good pictures and everything, but okay. Pretty good, yeah. Okay. So I think, okay, with that, I'm going to stop right here. I'm going to take care of that, and I'll be back. Alright, back one last time. So the last thing I did, whoopsie, was I lined the edge here. Have not done anything since because I had to get all the footage off of my phone because it's a piece of crap. I'm going to go in, I'm going to do some scratching. I'm not going to do too awful much. And I'm going to pull that off every little bit. I'm just going to get that off. I also got a fresh paper towel while I was able to get up and walk away for a moment. So, yay for clean paper towels. And that is something that you do, something like this, you do want to have available, is paper towel or toilet paper or tissue, something along those lines. So if you do decide to do scratching, you can pull the polish off without it having to get all over your fingers like it has mine. So, alright, so now, so that was the last color that I did, okay, and I'm going to go in with this orangier one This one's gel paint. Shake it up really good. Okay, and this is another really nice orange. It's just not as glittery as the previous, but it's still really nice. And again, just want to make sure you get it in the scratches that was made. Really good. Again, I'm sorry for the sniffling and all that kind of good stuff, because I've been dealing with sickness, and I don't know if it was a cold or if it's allergies. I don't know what exactly it is. It's just, I know that I've been miserable. That's all I know. You know how it goes. Sometimes you just kind of have to deal with it. Ugh. Okay, so there's that one. Let's see how that looks. Nice. Nice contrast. Okay. Gonna go ahead, scrape some of this off. So I'm not like pushing down a whole lot with my awl, because I don't really want to pull off a lot of that first layer of polish. I just want to get off some of this last layer. Okay, so I'm hardly even touching the awl to the cabochon at all. Okay. Whoopsie. Woo. Okay. I don't think I messed anything up. And if you guys would actually like to see a live video of me doing something, let me know. I would have to figure something out for when I can do that, because obviously I won't be able to do it if I have my children here or awake, or I will be getting interrupted quite often. But I will be starting to get more into wire wrapping and stuff like that again. It's just that stuff takes a whole lot more time than working with resin or working with, doing these, anything like that. And so I haven't been doing a lot. Plus, I don't want to get into a lot more extravagant pieces, because until either the pieces that I have sell or I get a special order, I don't really want to make too much. I don't want to have too many big, large pieces, So there's another kind of orangey golden. This is Don't Be Cheesy. I really kind of like this color. It's really pretty. It's quite nice. All right. All right, let's see. Ooh, that is a pretty one. I really do like that one. Quite nice. It's a really nice golden color. Very nice. Very nice. Good choice. I didn't realize, this is actually, I think, the first time that I've actually used this color polish. And I didn't, I thought it was more orangey. It's a little bit more golden than what I thought it was going to be, what I thought it was. It's very nice. Definitely going to have to use this a little bit more with some golden eyes, if I try to make some gold colored eyes. Alright, now let's see. Alright. See how that's looking. Ooh-wee. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, I do want to get a little bit more over here in this corner. It didn't quite seem to stick out as much as what I would have liked for it to. Not a whole lot, just a little, you know. Just a little bit. All right, let's see how that looks. Yes, very nice, very nice, very nice. Okay, quite happy with that one. Okay, so now here begs the question. I was going to do this color. I think I'm going to skip this color. I think I'm, because it's a bland color and it's just, it's splat. I don't know. I think I'm going to go with this one and then just line the very inside with this yellow, this like mustardy yellow, which I don't even know if I really want to do this one or not anymore. I don't know, because I love this color. This one's so pretty, which I might, what'd I do with it? What'd I do with it? What about it? No, I should have done it the other way around. No. Okay. So I'm going to come in just a little more, a little deeper, but not, I'm going to try not to do too much deeper with this one. Okay. Only a little bit. Only a little bit. Let's see. Again, sorry for the sniffles. Okay. Alright, so that's going to be that one. And I actually got a big old glob right here, so I'm going to wipe all this off. Okay. And spread that. There we go. That way it's more even. Looks a lot better. Alright. There we go. I see I pulled it off, and that's what I wanted. I don't want to leave too much on there. Alright, and so... Okay, this time, I'm only going to do a little bit of scratching. I'm only going to do, like, right here. Just a little. Pull that off. Wipe that out. Okay. Only a little. Because I definitely want this kind of goldish color to stay seen on the outside, towards the outside of the eye. Okay. That's all I want to do, right there like that. Now I'm going to use this one. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a palette. Since this is another one that has one of those thin brushes, I'm going to drop quite a bit into here, and then I'm going to use a different brush to paint it on, because it would take forever with this little tiny brush. And I'm very limited on how many yellows I have, so do what you can, you know what I mean? There we go. It is a very mustardy yellow, and I don't really like it too much, hence why I haven't really used it. I don't know why I'm having such a hard time getting paint to come out of it. This is crazy. I don't want to pour it, because then I'd end up getting too much. There we go. There's a drop. There we go. Alright, I think that ought to be enough. Let me get a paintbrush. Yep. Alright, and let's hope and pray this is the color. This is going to turn out the way I wanted it to turn out. And so since this is not the original brush, brush is actually going to end up soaking in a lot of this paint. And this is why I don't really like using non-nail polish brushes, but you can't do a whole lot about it sometimes. You just do what you can. I need to get some more yellows. I want a metallic-ish, metallic-y colored yellow. Similar to this one, but not exactly. Alright. Just about done with my mustard. Alright, so let's see. Let's see. Not bad, yes. So I could have used more lighter colors on the outside, but that's okay. So, since this video ended up being so long, I think we're just going to cut this one short, and then I will make a separate video for the other ones. And I won't show it just yet, or do anything too much with it. So if you guys want to see another video where I paint these cabochons, comment down below and let me know. Let me hear you. You gotta let me know if you actually do seriously want to see another Dragon's Eye painting, or even like Yvonne, you know, has done in the past. Sometimes if you want to do like a live craft along type deal, you know, let me know. Let me know what you want to see, and we'll try to figure something out. We'll try to do something at some point. But I like this eye. It's not quite hers, but that's okay because this is mine, and hers was a lot more golden. Mine's a lot more red. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I do appreciate it. If you have not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell notification icon so you get updated when I do new videos. Leave a comment, leave a like, thumbs up if you like this video. I tried to keep it short and it didn't work. So anyway, and let me know for future videos what you would like to see, and I will do my best to make you happy and do what you would like. So thanks so much for watching again, and you guys have a great Christmas, have a great New Year's, and until the next video, bye bye.